What's up, you guys? Welcome to Out of Nowhere with Jason. Now, first off, I would like to apologize because I had a recording scheduling conflict and I was not able to watch the episode that I had recorded for Monday Night Raw, but I did catch it on Hulu, so there will be bits and pieces missing. So I got about like half of what everybody else saw on Monday Night Raw, and let's dive right into it. Alright guys, we are in Buffalo in New York for Monday Night Raw on July 16th, 2018, and let's dive right in. Our opening segment is with Monday Night Raw General Manager Kurt Angle saying that it has been 24 hours since he made his announcement at Extreme Rules. He has not heard from Brock Lesnar or his agents or anything like that, and he has no choice but to strip Brock Lesnar of the Universal Championship. Now, as he's uttering these words, Paul Heyman makes his entrance, and he says,
Brock Lesnar
has big plans for the Universal Championship. He wants to represent the WWE in the upcoming UFC fight with Daniel DC Cormier. He wants to go to the pay-per-view and wearing the WWE Universal title, and Kurt Angle says that is not good enough. We need a champion. We deserve a champion that's here every single night, out here grinding, just to defend his title when he needs. We need a guy that needs to show up. And then he says either Brock Lesnar defends the title at SummerSlam or I will strip him of the Universal Championship. And Paul Heyman, I'm sorry, has no choice but to comply. He has to agree to this, and they come to negotiations and say, you are a hard negotiator, but you have a deal. Out comes Lashley. He says, when I came back to WWE, I had two goals. One was to beat Roman Reigns, which he accomplished at Extreme Rules, that is. And two was to beat Brock Lesnar and win the Universal Championship. Now, at this point, out comes Drew McIntyre. And he said, last night, Phase 1 was complete. Phase 1 was keeping the Intercontinental Championship around the waist of Dolph Ziggler. Phase 2, now it's time for Phase 2. And Phase 2 is the Universal Championship. Now, out comes Rollins. And he has a massive stare down with Drew McIntyre due to the events of Extreme Rules, because if it wasn't for Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins would still be the Intercontinental Champion. Rollins says, Kurt, if you're looking for an opponent for Brock Lesnar, I'm right here. Then out comes Elias. Says there's a lot of noise going on out here in this ring, and nothing sounds nicer than Elias as the Universal Champion. And he says repeatedly, July 23rd, July 23rd, July 23rd is his debut album drops. And he also wants a shot at Lesnar. And then out comes Balor. Who mentions he was the first ever Universal Champion. And he also wants a shot at Lesnar. Then comes out Reigns and says, I have no excuses. None. I just want to fight somebody tonight. And Kurt says, there will be 2 triple threat matches here tonight on Monday Night Raw. And the winners of those matches will face each other next week. And the winner will go on to SummerSlam and face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. Now, I give this segment, I give it 3 stars. It was good. Our first matchup of the evening is one of the triple threat matches. It'll be Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns. A great counter from the Superman Punch into the spine buster. I mean, spine on the pine, guys. Balor step sides the spear from Reigns, nearly broke McIntyre in half. I mean, what a shot. He absolutely destroyed him. McIntyre is really impressive. I'm convinced aliens took 2010 McIntyre, dropped him off in a cesspool, created this new guy, and dropped him back off in WWE, because this is not the same cat we were dealing with before, obviously. Huge Glasgow kiss from McIntyre to Reigns. Completely stunned him. Then he goes for the Claymore. Reigns sidesteps him. He hits Balor with the Claymore. Then McIntyre catches the Superman punch, brings him out of the ring, and then Reigns absolutely nails Balor with the spear for the win. 1, 2, 3, and you're one of your possible number one contender for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam is Roman Reigns, and I give this 3 stars. Up next, we have a backstage segment with Bayley and Kurt Angle, and Kurt pretty much asks how the counseling session is going. Bayley says it just didn't work. I met Sasha halfway, and she tried too. It's just not working at all. And Kurt says, I think I've been going about this the wrong way. Here on Monday Night Raw, we don't settle things like this. We settle things in the ring. If you have an issue with somebody, you take it up in the squared circle. Then he makes a tag team match with Sasha and Bayley versus Dana Brooke and Alicia Fox. And the caveat is, if one of them cannot get along, then one of them will be traded to SmackDown. I give this 2 stars. It was okay. Up next, guys, we have the Iron Man of WWE, Dolph Ziggler, the reigning and defending Intercontinental Champion, and who refers to himself as such because he is the Iron Man. Out comes Bobby Roode, challenges Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship, and I give this about 3 stars. It was good. Up next, we have Dolph Ziggler versus Bobby Roode, and what everybody assumes is for the Intercontinental Championship. But Dolph gets on the mic and said, I said you could have a match. I never said it was for the Intercontinental Championship. Sorry, kid. And an absolute beautiful dropkick. Listen, nobody has a better dropkick right now than Dolph Ziggler. Maybe AJ Styles, but man, he has one of the best dropkicks I have ever seen in a long time. Ziggler could sell a Bible to an atheist. This guy, between him and Rollins, they are the best sellers in the business. Roode is really tough. He's making a good case for himself why he deserves to be in the running for the Intercontinental title. And man, Dolph with just that swift super kick knocks the taste out of his mouth for the win. 4 stars. It was great. Match number 3, we have Dana Brooke and Alicia Fox versus Bayley and Sasha Banks. And for once, Sasha isn't covered in makeup, and it's quite of a better look for her. She looks more natural. I wonder if Batista is watching this match. It was a DQ on because they were ganging up on Bayley outside of the ring, Dana Brooke and Alicia, and then Sasha comes for the save. She wasn't, for once in her life, she doesn't look very selfish, and she wasn't worried about the match. She was worried about helping out her friend. And for the first time, she looked very genuine. So that was the story here. I give it about 1 star. It was very poor. Next, we have a backstage segment with Sasha and Bayley, and wow, let's be honest.
Full-blown, let's be honest experience right now.
Guys, like, what the hell is... I know everybody's, like, scratching their heads, like, lesbian, what? Apparently Sasha Banks has, I guess, feelings for Bayley. I guess that's what she's trying to say. She's saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. What? Now, it could be as friends, but I highly doubt it, because if your friend knows that they love you, like, you don't have to, like, go the extra mile and actually say it, like, so much. So I give it about 3 stars. Next, we have a backstage interview with Braun Strowman, and I give it 2 stars. It was okay. It was short. He was mocking Kevin Owens. It was all right. 2 stars. Guys, we have Alexa Bliss heading to the ring with Mickie James for her promo, and she's basically just jabber-jabbing how she won in Extreme Rules, how she she beat the bully, she met her head on, and then the fans start chanting Ronda Rousey, and Ronda Rousey is heading down to the ring. She is walking with a purpose, and she meets him around the stage as they try to escape, very cowardly, I might add, and she chases him back to the ring. The referees come out to try and stop it, and she grabs Mickey by the feet.
I can't worry about Kurt Angle.
And then she completely slams it to the ground, slaps that armbar. Then the referees come and break it up.
He is. Rousey looking for the armbar. Officials and Alexa.
Ronda heads outside the ring, body tackles both of them.
Not done yet. Ronda, Tony, Bliss, and James.
Brings Alexa back to the ring by her pink-haired butt, and she slaps that armbar, and Kurt comes out. He's like, Ronda, stop, Ronda, stop. And you don't want to do this. Not so close to your suspension. You have 2 days left. I'll make you a deal. And Baron Corbin comes out, and he said, make a deal? She should be reprimanded. And he was like, he's right. I'm going to have to tack on another week to your suspension. And he was, Corbin goes, a week? That's it? Let me get my phone. Then he's looking for a phone, and Kurt Angle had a cell phone the whole time. And he's like, if you can just wait it out, Ronda, I will give you your match against Alexa Bliss at SummerSlam for the Raw Women's Championship. So we have Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam. And I give this 4 stars. It was great. All right, guys, that'll be all for today. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, I apologize. I had a recording scheduling conflict, and I'm sorry I couldn't get every bit of Raw. So it was kind of the bits and pieces what I had to upload today. But thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support all my friends and family and all my faithful viewers have been giving me. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to hit that like button and smash that subscribe. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.